Should the American people accept their sons dying to protect the interests of oil companies? What do you think, Captain? Did you know that the refinery was owned by some of your father's, associates?
Iron Harvest Operation Eagle is the first expansion to the highly successful real-time strategy game Iron Harvest 1920+, which is set in an alternate Dieselpunk universe where you control one of three factions: Polonia, Rusviet, or the Saxonian Empire. However, this edition adds a fourth faction, the United States, and appropriately titled Usonia. The official description reads, quote, "In the aftermath of the Great War, the world is in chaos and borders are being redrawn. Usonia wants to make the 20th century America's century, while the old enemy in the shadows tries to seize power. Experience a full new Iron Harvest campaign in single player or side by side, in co-op in 7 challenging missions, with over 25 minutes of new cinematics and dozens of new allies and enemies." So what do you get in Operation Eagle? Well, firstly, it will be free for owners of the deluxe edition of Iron Harvest, or a little under $25 for everyone else. The base game is not necessary to play, and people who do not purchase the expansion will still be able to enjoy many of its new features, such as the addition of flying troops to the original 3 sides. The campaign kicks off shortly after the events of the original game, and sees a new protagonist from the Usonia faction, Mason, take front and center. He is also a hero unit on the battlefield, with an ability where he can jump out of his mech suit, which then acts as a turret. He can also call down that suit to drop as a turret wherever he wishes, and it has been pretty handy in difficult situations.
Mason standing by. Go in for cover.
Heavy machine gun ready to go.
Yo. Machine gun ready. Deploying MG. Oh, we got that attention. Rifles here. Oh, my lead. Good. How good thing is? Now keep going. This time for win itself. New sector. We're under attack.
One of our structures under attack.
The Usonia faction has a heavy emphasis on flying units, which is the new main focus of Operation Eagle, but each faction also receives some basic air units. They are beautifully designed, with incredible detail, and some of those units packs immense power. However, they can be countered with anti-air turrets as well as units, which can easily bring down a flying giant if you're not being careful. Some other new units, as the paratroopers, can be called in at any time during a battle, so it's rather handy to build a few of them and have them ready when needed. Using them to easily capture resource points feels a bit like a cheat though. Overall, Usonia does feel fairly balanced out, if not for their powerful but slow air forces. The campaign, which will take you roughly 5 to 7 hours to complete, spans across a few new locations and introduces some new characters to the story. Included are newly crafted cutscenes, around 25 minutes in total, and music that only enhances the locations.
Look, I need to talk to the new king.
I don't believe talking to my uncle is in your best interest.
You are...
He murdered my father and my brothers. Then he opened the gates of Arabia to Saxony, and they opened their coffers to him.
Campaign missions are well balanced, with stealth missions to typical building bases and destroying the enemies, with a satisfying conclusion which only makes me question as to what is next for the franchise. The campaign is also fully playable in co-op mode, but unfortunately I could not test that out during the time of this video. Furthermore, the AI has also seen an improvement, especially with unit movement, and as previously mentioned, base owners of the game will also receive many of these updates. I did experience 2 hard crashes to the desktop, but everything else ran fairly smooth on my 1070 GTX system. The fact that this expansion is a standalone product makes it an easy buy-in, but if you didn't play the original or didn't like the base game, then I don't see this expansion changing your mind easily. Overall, this is a great addition to Iron Harvest, and since we're taking to the skies, hopefully next time we'll be going to the ocean, perhaps experience some underwater combat. If I had to put a score on this, then I'd easily give it a 9 out of 10. I'd like to thank Deep Silver and King Arts Games for providing me with early access to this title, and for more content, check out the rest of my channel. If you enjoyed this video, then give me a thumbs up. If you dislike it, then give me a thumbs down, but please tell me why, so I can improve my videos. My name is Frank, I'm the RedTieGuy, and frankly, thank you for watching. Catch you guys in the next video.